I want you to stop believing the lie that because you are a white conservative, that you cannot engage people of different ethnicities. You must be trained in something that works. There's nothing wrong with our message, but yet we're having a difficult time getting people to join the ranks of the conservative movement. The problem is propaganda. The left does a masterful job of discrediting us.
To be honest, up to this point, I felt very intimidated as a rich white lady going to a predominantly Hispanic, predominantly black community.
As a white person, I often get attacked by my own friends, my own family members.
What we must do as conservatives, we must find a way to defeat the vile and the malicious attacks upon the people of this country. We want to reignite their passion for liberty. Frederick Douglass is the bridge over the abyss of racism and class warfare that's been created by the left. And I grew up in a Democrat household. I was not converted to conservatism. I've always been one. I just didn't know it. I never heard the counter argument to their progressive liberal philosophy until I became an adult. First time I heard of Frederick Douglass when someone sent me a quote from him, and Douglass said, "I am a black, dyed-in-the-wool Republican, and I never intend to belong to any other party than the Party of Freedom and Progress." When I read that, I said, wait a minute, Frederick Douglass was an Uncle Tom? And my curiosity was also advanced because when Douglass said Republican Party, and he did not say Democrat Party, that sent me on a journey when I became obsessed with the writings of Douglass. I read all 3 of his autobiographies and understanding his political, social, and economic values. All the values we embrace as conservatives, Douglass lived these things. These are the values that elevated his life from a slave to a statesman, from poverty to prosperity. Frederick Douglass is the quintessential American dream story.
K. Carl Smith gives us an actionable methodology to go out into our community and describe in common sense terms the common values that we have.
We teach a seminar, and it's called the Frederick Douglass Republican One-on-One Seminar, where we teach conservatives how to engage. How can we as conservatives share our values with people, all Americans, without the fear of being labeled a racist, without the fear of being labeled a sellout, and in turn inspire them to join the ranks of our movement. With this methodology, informed and confident, we can change the political culture in this country. To become a Frederick Douglass Republican, it's not based on your ethnicity or your skin color. It's based on your adherence to the 4 life-empowering values of Frederick Douglass. Number 1, respect for the U.S. Constitution. Number 2, respect for life. Number 3, the belief in limited government. And 4, the belief in personal responsibility.
I think the Frederick Douglass Republican methodology gives me the tools to be able to relate to anyone.
This is something that anybody can learn. The values and the principles are very simple.
The Frederick Douglass Republican message is all about sharing the life-empowering values of the conservative philosophy, and that's when you get a chance to frame the debate. You're driving the narrative. You become the influencer in the conversation. You become the inspiration point in the conversation in a way where we inspire people to join the ranks of our movement. The Frederick Douglass Republican movement is not a black membership organization. When a white conservative says, I'm a Frederick Douglass Republican, and I hold Frederick Douglass in high esteem, no one can call you a racist.
I personally have used it at times when my friends on the other side of the fence have attacked me by saying that the Republicans or the conservatives are racist. I can show them the principles of Frederick Douglass himself. This is not a way to tell people to shut up. This is a way to empower other people.
Here was a chance to take a historic figure that the left has claimed and use him to unite Americans instead of providing people with excuses to not perform. If he could achieve coming straight out of slavery, what excuses do we have today?
I feel the methodology espoused by the Frederick Douglass Republicans gives me the tools to talk to anybody of any color, any economic circumstances, because it's based in the sound conservative principles of Frederick Douglass, a great American.
We must get in the trenches, and we must share our conservative values with people, our friends, our family members, and our fellow citizens.
I believe the principles of Frederick Douglass are timeless, just as our Constitution is timeless, our Declaration of Independence is timeless, and the principles that those are based on are timeless. Principles do not change over time, just how we talk about them. The methodology that K. Carl Smith has taught me has given me the tools to make those conversations relevant for today.
To purchase Frederick Douglass Republicans, the movement to reignite America's passion for liberty, or to bring a Frederick Douglass Republican seminar to your town, visit the site at frederickdouglassrepublican.com.
I want you to stop believing the lie that because you are a white conservative, that you cannot engage somebody of a different ethnicity. You can do it, but you must be trained in what works.